What I find interesting is that, according to some media, Britain only has, and America, 9 days. 9 days of energy left. In other words, expect a blackout. Okay? Like I'm expecting a car to come and knock me over. Right? Expect a blackout. Because of the Russia war with Ukraine, if I can find somewhere where I can pull over. It's a bit noisy over here. Oh, it's an helicopter. There must be something going on. Look at that. Oh, you can see it. Wow. Oh, can you see it? Gosh. Right. Sorry, it's that noise goes. Yeah. Certain newspapers are saying that there's only 9 days of energy left. In Britain and in America, 9 days of energy. This is what you get when you're a warmonger. This is what you get when you love war. Okay, when you love taking lives, for political purposes. This is what you deserve. However, right, there's only 9 days, right, of stockpiling, and that's it. We're finished. And they reckon we're going to go on to rationing, meaning, mobile phones, internet, TV, you name it, anything that runs on energy, we're finished. Okay, we're going to go back to rationing where you can have it for 3 hours a day and then shut it off. This is horrible. This is a nasty nightmare that you couldn't even think of. However, while people are struggling with this potential threat, what I find interesting, how is it that the government have time not to discuss the rising inflation, not to discuss the energy prices, not to discuss the crisis of not having enough gas, enough energy for us to live comfortably, to function comfortably? What the government had time for was to promise a pledge towards trans. The Conservative government, right? They know full well people are struggling to pay food, people to eat. People are struggling to put food on the table. People are struggling to pay their bills. Yet, when they were passionate towards trans. You think, what the hell is going on? There's families starving. One trans person even said, please don't use my cause. Is that what trans says? A trans says, right, stop using us as weapons, as political weapons, when people are starving. A trans person said that. What the hell are the government playing at? Well, I'll leave that to your imagination. Let's now move towards biblical prophecy. All you have to do is look up, Yahweh, Christ, and earthquake and Brexit on my channel, and you will see where I actually prophesied, while all the fake prophets and false preachers were like T.D. Jakes and Roy Black were saying that rest in the storm, the COVID will be over, the storm clouds will leave and you will prosper. And I said, no, things will get worse because of a dream I had of God sending an earthquake to shake up the world. And do you know something? Well, all these fake prophets and false preachers, while they even elected Rishi Sunak, the Indian savior, and you know something? Already he's making mistakes. Already they're having a vote of no confidence. And I said there's a curse on the planet, a curse. And I stood by that. Why? Because of a dream I had, a prophetic dream in 2015 of an earthquake shaking up, the planet. And it seems like it's going to get even worse. Can you imagine now? There's so much to cover. I want to get in before it starts raining. Okay? But what I find interesting is that I think it's going to rain. People are struggling. Let me what towards a car. People are struggling to make ends meet. We're living on tenterhook, waiting until the announcement that the government is going to switch off all the energy, right? And we only have access to it for 3 hours or 4 hours. Yet the government, in Rishi Sunak conservative statement, or in the competition when they're fighting against each other, the only thing they can say was, oh, what we're going to do for trans, not what we're going to do to put food on people's table or to deal with the energy crisis. The pledge they gave was towards trans people. And you need to realize this is how the government mock you. The trans are only 0.5% of the population, yet they rather, for some reason, use them as a political weapon and leave you and your family starving. You wonder why the nation is being punished? You wonder why? Rishi Sunak, he's worth 850 million. Why the hell does he want to be a prime minister? 850 million. What's his motives? What are his motives? It's getting cold and it's going to start raining. I had to get this off my chest today. It really wound me up. That the earth is shaking, and yet all the government can do is talk about trans and trans children. You begin to realize something doesn't make sense. Something really doesn't make sense at all. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's going to start raining. I'm getting cold because I got my sleeves, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.